Well, I suppose at least Disney is listening to the outcry of the fans, as they have gone back into what they recently edited and restored the original versions. So let's talk about why this is important and why them listening is even more important so this doesn't happen again. So as most of you know, Marvel Studios changed the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Some scenes, including violence, were just outright cut up and botched. We heard reports from some other people watching other shows that there was what they perceived as missing scenes, almost like they cut out a second or two before an impact of a blow or something. Now, I never went and verified those. I just chose to believe them because, hey, Disney was doing this willy-nilly, so whatever. Apparently, that's all been restored to the original versions. And on top of this, they did go back and restore the tribute to Stan Lee, which people have discussed and everything. So we got the original versions back, for now at least, for whatever that's worth. Now, again, I have talked about this before. Keep championing on the idea of physical media and having the original versions. If they want to update and have specialized or recut editions, make them separate, but keep the original intact so we can see it. Without physical, we don't have that. So it's kind of stupid. This goes all the way back to George Lucas botching up the original A New Hope to the point where we physically don't have the original version because it was destroyed by him. And they've had to go back and, use different versions of different cuts and upscale and all of this. And apparently that's even what Disney has, but even they're not allowed to release it because of the logistics of what he put in place when he sold Star Wars. It's just a nightmare, right? So you have to resort to dubious means to get your hands on the original copies of Star Wars, which is unfortunate, but hey, that's sometimes how you have to do it. And all this censoring just reminds me of how far we've come in terms of entertainment media and still are so backwards. And honestly, at least they're restoring the content and it's there, but an idea I have, and I think many people had this as well and they're discussing it, if they want to offer up versions of these shows that are more censored, then why not just make that an option? Why not have the episode and it says, oh, here's the, normal version, or here's the censored-ish version. Maybe if you're watching it with kids. And that way, we don't have the pipe going through somebody's shoulder or the blood splattered everywhere. It's like, oh, okay, give me the choice, but keep the original version on there. Don't just force the change. That's, I think, the big problem. And on the other side of that, the Stan Lee tribute and whatever. That was like, why would you cut this? And I know people are like, wow, it's the Punisher. You have to cut it from the Punisher. No, you don't. You literally don't. It's a Marvel character. One of the most enduring Marvel characters. You don't have to cut anything from that. It's the Punisher. Come on, it just doesn't make sense. At least they restored it, but people will get comfortable, and that's going to happen again, and they'll hope nobody notices. And this just keeps on happening.